What we do here for their feeds, Biscuit can have this one, they can have that. So I literally put some water in each of them, just make sure they're in line, like that. And then put water in this one. Like, I don't know, a few centimetres deep. Sometimes I put a bit more in, and then that one. Right. So to turn it off, you do that, them both the opposite way. So that opens it, so you can just do that. But there we go. I might end up putting some more in. So I did try and make this into a shed, but I was just that shit that that's as far as I got. Anyway, I digress. So this is what's in here at the moment. Speedy Mash fiver. So it's super fast soaking. So this soaks in about a minute, but when you put it in the water, you just have to just put him a bit more in. Scarlet doesn't really need a lot, so I'll tell you how much each of them needs. So Biscuit will probably have about a scoop, probably about 2/3 of a scoop probably. Jodie has about half of a scoop in the water, and Scarlet will probably have about, I'll end up putting some of the Scarlets in one of the others, she'll probably have about 1/8 of a scoop. And so just mix it all in, so all the dry bits of it are in the wet. Because like that, for example, if I just put the chaff on top of that, half of that's not dry, so it's swelling his stomach and giving colic. And that's when it's a bit of a bad thing, because we can only really feed them if we're going to be around for the next little while. If it's just like a quick in, quick out, I don't feed them, because you know, you just want to check like an hour later that they're not colicking. So when it starts to swell up, that's when it's ready. If you see any dry bits, just as I say, put them in the water and just let me know when that starts getting low. So Biscuit has about, I don't know, about this is an arsehole actually, because I've put those down there. So if I get the scoop actually here, if I can get another bin, I'll put them somewhere else. Just get handfuls of it. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm getting the inside of the bin on my hair, and I've only just washed it, haven't I? Twat. So just fill up a scoop. I'll try and get another bin for those things. So I use those for when we go out riding, because I'm quite struggling with my mobility, getting on and off now. You won't believe it. So I put him about that much in. Put Scarlet a load in. It just kind of slows them down. Very good for the guts. So it makes them chew it. And then I don't really give her a lot. Jodie. So for out of a scoop, heaped one of these, I'll probably give Biscuit half of it, Scarlet most of it, and then Jodie just like a tiny bit. So now I'll just mix it all in. That's quite a lot for Scarlet, so I will kind of, in fact that's a lot for Scarlet, so what I might do is put a bit less of the actual chunk in it. So if it's ever sunny, so per day, Scarlet should be only having about half of this. Okay, so I'm going to put the other half of that in this, because we've just, she's high on grass, you know. So I'm just going to put hers in there, and then I'm going to put a bit more chaff in it. So Scarlet really doesn't need a lot. The biggest problem that we've got is Scarlet trying to eat Jodie's feed. So when you feed them, you're going to have to put Scarlet's in the bit that Biscuit can't get through. Sorry, Scarlet's. So I'll put a load more chaff in that so she thinks she's got more to eat. The reason for this is laminitis yet. Again, we just don't want to get it massive and then when it gets sunny. So when there we go. So that's Scarlet's. It's mainly all chaff. Always make sure the chaff is wet, because if it's dry, it can stick to the throat. Stick to the throat and cause them to choke. You know when a horse is choking, because it kind of reaches its neck out and goes, because they can't be sick. They make this really weird noise. So I'm just making sure that's a bit sloppy. So what I tend to do is I tend to put Scarlet in the bit that Biscuit can't get in, and I put Jodie in the little paddock. So I'll show you. And then Biscuit, obviously he has his at his stable. I don't go near them when they're eating. I leave them alone, because you're just setting yourself up for failure. So if I take Scarlet's and Jodie's, and then I just kind of see who's where. So Jodie's the boss of Scarlet. So if Jodie is here first, I tend to put her so her head is in a corner, and it means that Scarlet daren't steal her food. So then I shout to Scarlet to come over here, good girl, and I put it so she can stand on the dry and eat it in private, away from the glares of Biscuit. And then I just fetch Biscuits, and then I close this to stop Scarlet from stealing Jodie's, because obviously Jodie's has got a lot more calories in it. So if ever you can't separate Scarlet and Jodie, put Jodie's in a corner like that, because what she'll do is she really means it when she kicks. It's a lot easier for her to stop Scarlet from stealing her feed, and then stick Scarlet's over there. But if you can separate them like I have, then do it. So I'm just walking back to get Biscuit. Usually I can carry all three, but I've got my phone in my hand, so Biscuit's going, what the fuck? And weather is a big... what we feed is dependent on the weather. Because it's shit at the moment, and it's cold at night, these are the amounts of food I'm giving them. If we had loads of mild weather, you'd like cut this into a third or something. So Scarlet's quite happy because she thinks she's got loads, but it's actually just chaff, mainly. Biscuit, I'm going to stick his in a corner as well. If he's rude with you, elbow his face. Do not let him be rude or nasty. He'll eat his. Keep out the way of his back legs, just in case. Sometimes they kick when they're excited eating. She will try and go and eat his, but he will tell her. And yeah, just lock this. Whew.